International politics is often a game of subtlety, a delicate dance of diplomacy and strategic maneuvering. Nations carefully weigh their words, understanding that every statement can have far-reaching consequences. But sometimes, a statement breaks through with unmistakable force, cutting through the noise and leaving no room for misinterpretation. That's precisely what happened when former President Donald Trump issued a blunt and direct warning to the BRICS alliance. This is a coalition that is actively reshaping the global economic order, challenging established norms and creating new pathways for international cooperation. Delivered publicly on July 25, 2025 during a highly publicized event, Trump's message was clear and unambiguous. The U.S. is watching BRICS' rise with concern, carefully monitoring their every move and assessing the potential implications for American interests, and is prepared to respond decisively should the need arise. He warned Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and their new partners, countries eager to join the burgeoning alliance, that building an economic system outside American influence would have significant and potentially detrimental consequences. This warning sent shockwaves through global markets, creating uncertainty and prompting investors to reassess their positions, and foreign ministries, forcing countries to carefully weigh the risks and rewards of aligning with BRICS, and potentially incurring the displeasure of the United States. For many in the global South, Trump's words confirmed long-held suspicions, reinforcing their belief in the existing power dynamics, that the U.S. is fundamentally unwilling to share global leadership or cede any of its dominant position. Ironically, his warning may have inadvertently strengthened BRICS' appeal, galvanizing support for the alliance, fueling the desire for a more balanced and equitable world order, one where power is distributed more evenly. BRICS leaders responded with defiance and a renewed sense of purpose, reaffirming their unwavering commitment to building a fairer and more inclusive international financial system. For over 100 nations actively considering strengthening ties with BRICS, Trump's stance clarified the stakes involved in this pivotal moment. Stick with the familiar and well-established US-led system, or join a new, untested but potentially promising alternative that could reshape the global landscape. This single warning has crystallized the central drama of our era, highlighting the key tensions and competing visions for the future. The tense and complex transition from a unipolar world, dominated by a single superpower, to one with multiple centers of power, where influence is more dispersed and competition is more intense. To grasp today's global tensions, you need to understand BRICS, an alliance of major emerging economies. Originally just Brazil, Russia, India, and China, the group expanded to include South Africa, and now represents a huge share of the world's population and economic output. BRICS' core mission is to boost cooperation and push for a global system that better reflects developing nations' interests. The group's new development bank offers an alternative to Western lenders, providing infrastructure financing without the political strings attached. Recent expansion to include Saudi Arabia, Iran, the UAE, Egypt, and Ethiopia has dramatically increased BRICS' influence. For many countries, BRICS is a chance to gain a stronger voice, diversify partnerships, and reduce dependence on a single superpower. It's not just an economic club, it's a platform for collective empowerment. In a rapidly changing world, BRICS is emerging as a powerful alternative to the Western-led order. At the heart of the shifting global order, a silent but significant battle is unfolding. It's China's strategic effort to shield its economy from the pervasive influence of Wall Street. This move marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing redefinition of global economic power. To achieve this, Beijing has meticulously built a Great Wall of Finance, a metaphorical barrier designed to insulate its markets. This wall is not made of bricks and mortar, but rather a complex web of regulations and carefully crafted policies. These measures are specifically aimed at limiting foreign financial control, with a particular focus on the influence emanating from the U.S. financial institutions. This move challenges the long-held old assumption that all nations would inevitably open their markets completely to Western finance, embracing a fully globalized model. As part of this strategy, China places restrictions on American investment banks, limits the extent of foreign ownership in key sectors, and actively blocks speculative capital flows that could destabilize its economy. All of these actions are designed to protect its economic sovereignty and ensure its financial stability in an increasingly uncertain world. The result, a slow but noticeable erosion of Wall Street's previously unassailable global dominance. This also presents a challenge to the US dollar's long-standing supremacy as the world's reserve currency. In parallel, China is actively building a parallel financial ecosystem, promoting the yuan as a viable and increasingly attractive alternative for facilitating global trade and international finance. By launching a digital yuan, a central bank digital currency, and strategically signing currency swap deals with numerous nations, China is carefully laying the groundwork and solidifying the foundation for conducting international transactions that bypass the traditional American financial system. This isn't just a defensive maneuver aimed at protecting its own interests, it's also an offensive strategy, a calculated series of strategic financial moves. The ultimate goal is to reshape global finance in a way that is more favorable to China's long-term interests and global standing. As more and more countries begin to align with China's vision for a multipolar financial world, the traditional pillars of American financial power are facing unprecedented challenges and a gradual decline in influence. The world is watching this transformation with keen interest as China's financial wall grows higher and more impenetrable, and its influence continues to spread wider, reshaping the landscape of global finance. Over 100 nations are actively exploring and seeking alternatives to the US dollar. This marks a significant shift in the global financial landscape, as countries begin to question the long-standing dominance of the greenback. This move is driven by years of accumulated frustration with the existing system, and a desire for greater economic autonomy. The main reason behind this push for alternatives is the increasing weaponization of the dollar by the United States. US sanctions have the power to cripple economies, disrupting trade and investment flows, and causing significant hardship for targeted nations. This has prompted even close allies to seek escape routes from potential overreach, aiming to insulate themselves from unintended consequences. Countries are actively seeking insurance against being cut off from the dollar system and the international financial network it controls. This desire for protection is particularly strong when political tensions rise and diplomatic conflicts emerge. Another significant driver is the global impact of US monetary policy decisions. When the Federal Reserve decides to raise interest rates, the dollar inevitably strengthens on the global market. This strengthening makes existing debts significantly harder to repay, especially for developing nations that hold dollar-denominated loans. Many countries are increasingly tired of their economies being at the mercy of these external factors. They are seeking to reduce their vulnerability to decisions made far away in Washington. Holding vast reserves of US treasuries essentially ties their financial fortunes directly to America's economic performance. This dependence often comes at their own expense, limiting their ability to pursue independent economic policies. The BRICS nations, with their new development bank and ongoing discussions about creating a common currency, collectively offer a potential path towards greater financial independence and economic sovereignty for member states. Furthermore, China's remarkable rise as a dominant global trading partner increasingly makes using the Chinese yuan for international trade transactions a more practical and cost-effective alternative. The emergence of new payment systems, such as China's cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, is making it easier than ever for countries to bypass the dollar in international transactions. In conclusion, the global movement away from the long-standing dollar dominance is fueled by a complex interplay of political considerations, underlying economic realities, and the growing practicality of alternative financial solutions. As more and more countries actively join this growing trend, seeking alternatives and diversifying their financial relationships, the dollar's once unshakable grip on the world economy continues to loosen, slowly but surely. The era of unquestioned dollar supremacy is undeniably fading, signaling a significant shift in the global economic order. Trump's America First policies didn't start the de-dollarization trend, but they poured fuel on the fire. Tariffs on China and even US allies signaled that America would prioritize its own interests, shaking global confidence in the US-led system. Countries scrambled to diversify trade and supply chains, moving closer to China and BRICS. Trade wars and sanctions pushed even allies to seek financial autonomy, like Europe's attempt to bypass US sanctions on Iran. Trump's recent threats against BRICS have drawn a clear battle line, forcing nations to choose sides. For some, it's intimidating. For others, it's a call to action to build a multipolar world. The Trump effect has stripped away the image of benevolent U.S. leadership, revealing a harder edge. This has accelerated the global search for alternatives. The world is hedging its bets, no longer willing to rely solely on American power. The shift away from the dollar isn't just a financial story, it's changing lives worldwide. For developing nations, BRICS' new development bank offers loans in local currencies, reducing the risk of debt crises tied to dollar swings. Businesses trading outside the dollar can lower costs and reduce currency risk, but must adapt to a more complex multi-currency world. For consumers, less reliance on the dollar could mean more stable prices for imported goods. In the US, a weaker dollar role could mean higher borrowing costs and less access to cheap imports. The dollar's dominance has given America immense leverage, freezing assets, imposing sanctions, and shaping global behavior. As more countries move outside this system, US influence wanes. Washington may have to rely more on diplomacy and alliances rather than financial coercion. The global shift is redistributing economic power with real consequences for nations and ordinary people alike. The world is learning to navigate a new, more unpredictable financial landscape. BRICS isn't just criticizing the global financial system, it's building a new one. The new development bank now lends in local currencies, shielding borrowers from dollar volatility. The contingent reserve arrangement offers BRICS members a financial safety net, bypassing IMF-style austerity. Russia's SPFS and China's CIPS payment systems are being linked, creating secure channels for cross-border transactions outside US control. There's talk of a BRICS reserve currency, possibly backed by commodities like gold and oil. With the addition of major energy exporters like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, BRICS' influence is growing fast. If oil and gas start trading in non-dollar currencies, the petrodollar system could be upended. Piece by piece, the BRICS alternative is becoming a reality. The world now has a genuine choice in how it conducts its financial affairs. The era of Western financial monopoly is ending. From Washington's perspective, BRICS and de-dollarization are a direct challenge to American power. The dollar's reserve status has long given the U.S. economic and political advantages. Now policymakers are split. Some want to confront BRICS aggressively, using sanctions and pressure to maintain dominance. Others argue the U.S. should adapt, strengthen alliances, and reform global institutions to stay competitive. Doubling down on coercion risks alienating allies and driving more countries toward BRICS. Competing by making the U.S.-led system more attractive could be a smarter path. America stands at a crossroads. Force the world to stick with the old order, or innovate and adapt to new realities. The choice will shape not just America's future, but the stability of the global economy. The world is watching how the superpower responds to this historic shift. We're witnessing the dawn of a post-American era, not anti-American but no longer US-dominated. The rise of BRICS and de-dollarization signals a fragmented world with multiple power centers and competing economic models. Expect at least two major financial blocks, one around the US dollar, another around BRICS and the yuan. Businesses and nations will face tougher choices and more uncertainty. Regional trade blocs will grow stronger as countries seek to insulate themselves from distant superpowers. The future may be more balanced but also more volatile. Whether this leads to stability or rivalry depends on the choices made today by the US, China, and nations worldwide. We are living through a pivotal moment, one that will echo for generations.